Hello to all and welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is the live video podcast of November 12th of 2020, where we're going to kind of look at the energies that are surrounding a lot of people now collectively, where people are recognizing the doorway in front of them. They're coming out of a state of confusion and are either making a decision about a direction, making a decision about where to live or work, making a decision, to live or work. So these doorways are opening up and people are coming into it in awareness finally after a time of detox, we'll call it. So I went ahead and laid a circle spread here. I started with the Archangel Gabriel deck by Doreen Virtue. I added the Gateway Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. I brought in the Gypsy Oracle deck and then clarified with the Fortune Tea Leaf deck by Ray Hepburn. Got it. Okay, so in the center of the circle spread collectively, the energy that either has been felt by a number of the collective and or will be felt and experienced very shortly is motivation, right? A lot of people were not motivated, right? There was kind of that moment of pause and reflection, but Spirit is asking now, if you don't know what you're working towards, what you want to accomplish at this time, to pray to Spirit as to how to increase your enthusiasm for and to focus upon a particular project, idea, or direction or change. Inspirational energies are going to be coming in the more people walk in their integrity, the more they discover their inner truth, the more they recognize their genuine selves, right? This could be just having a gift, talent, or skill. I have a lot of people that are like, I started painting and I really like it and they're really good. Therefore, something that comes naturally is our soul purpose, right? We're sent here to create, and God's Spirit, guides and angels are continuing trying to guide us into the path of our soul purpose so that we can enjoy a life of peace, joy, and happiness. Now, I could go on and on. So we do have the igniting courage energies with motivation. I'm strong, valiant, courageous, motivated, and inspired. So I know some people who are realizing these things at this time, and that inspirational energy is returning. Thank you, Lord. Okay. So then I clarified, what it is that's going to motivate the collective. And it definitely has to do with conversations. Not the kind of conversations we've been having, right? The past is burning away. Whatever didn't work, didn't fulfill humans, it's burning away. And now we are being shifted by the universe to get back that peaceful, joyful, happy, content, just day-to-day life of enjoying life without the drama, because it only sticks around for so long and then it dissipates, right? We fluctuate. So at one point we were all like, oh, I don't want to go to Thanksgiving because all these people are going to be there and then I have to see that uncle or aunt, and all of a sudden, boom, something happens and our energy shifts. Therefore, now we can't do that. And we have to look at things from a different perspective. We have to look at the reality of what motivates me now that everything has been shifted. Who am I really? So, okay, we've got Reva. Hello. And Reva says hello to all. Alessandra, hello. And to all. Thank you to those of you who are giving me a thumbs up. And Reva says, hi, Alessandra. All right. Thank you guys for coming here and supporting each other. I feel that energy. It helps me. I'm sure it helps you to just connect with people in a positive way, day to day, whenever we meet, right? And we'll start here. And as long as we can share these positive messages with others, we can give this positive energy to others as well, right? Once we are motivated and inspired, we always need to make sure that we are trying to share that light with others. Hello, Krista from the UK. So further clarification here, we have the mountain road, right? So we talked about the mountain in the past, trying to get beyond those obstacles and then getting to a point where we're overlooking these obstacles, where we're contemplating a new path. And now look at the path is coming down on the other side. I now know what I want to do, what I am creating, what I am working towards. And that's why this is in the thoughts position of the circle spread. The advice from Spirit to the collective is to have confidence in what you are creating. Trust that the power of God's creativity is being manifested through you. Why? Because you are receiving signs and synchronicities as to where Spirit really is trying to guide you. There are blessings and doorways and things opening up that are really gifts from the angels, gifts from the universe at this time. And we can either choose to step into a higher, better, best path of my life year in 2021, or we can go back and repeat unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles. But it's almost like that energy is going to dissipate. More people are going to walk into the good. And the dark energy, people who are not in touch, aware, awake, whatever you want to call it, the ones who don't have confidence will not have the strength to break these metaphorical barriers. So in the thoughts position, Spirit is telling the collective, have confidence in what you are creating, for now you will be able to break barriers, where now you can be motivated and inspired and courageous as you communicate with others, whether it has happened already or it will in the very near future collectively. People are going to start to recognize, I'm now on the road to success. If you haven't put the word success to it, do it. You've chosen a successful path. Why? Because it feels right. So I clarified in the thoughts position, broken barriers. Well, for some, you may be hoping that someone's going to come and help and give and care for and provide and all of that in your thoughts. If you want to learn something new, now is the time where you can learn something and, tweak it with your own unique self, your genuine self, and then market something, sell something, do what it is you really enjoy. Seek out the information, because someone, Spirit's saying, is going to, if they haven't already, made an offer to you. Whether it's to live with someone, whether it's to work with someone, whether it's to come together with someone. And we're going to get into the relationship sector. Hi, Jamie. Sending positive vibes. Whoop, whoop. Riva says hello to Krista from the UK. Awesome. So before we get into the relationship sector of the circle spread, if you have a question you would like me to lay a spread and answer and translate for you, I am offering one question readings only during this live video podcast, where you just click on the $sign box below and you drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation. Then provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question or concern, and I'll lay a spread and we'll answer those questions for you. In the meantime, I'm getting into the relationship sector. So about this time, those whom are, and of course there's many of us, right, who are connecting and communicating via the media, marketing a product, selling something, that you don't want at your home, starting a new idea and then marketing it via Etsy, Amazon, YouTube, however that applies to you. The collective is being nudged to definitely reach out with and connect with people and have these conversations. If you haven't, now's the time, right? Because we're coming down the other side of the obstacles, which could include, obviously, hopefully, the obstacles of COVID with some form of answer. And then we have healing the past in the relationship sector to another or others. So stepping into the future now with strength, not only with strength because of how far you've come and what we've had to go through, but with clarity in mind. I connected with others. We had conversations, and now I'm over the proverbial hump or mountain and can see the journey ahead. I know who I need to connect with that is going to help for me to break barriers of not being courageous enough to trust in your gifts, your talents, your skills, that you can become your own business owner, even if it's just on the side in the evenings or weekends. So in the relationship sector, we do have this enemy energy. It's like I'm trying so hard not to bring this into the reading because it's not good. In fact, the next couple cards after this are not good. So in the relationship sector to another or others, we have the enemy energies, which represents someone who has energies of lies and deceit. So we do have some right now who are realizing, and if not, Spirit's telling you right now subconsciously that with the turkey energies, someone is behaving stupidly. But Spirit's saying, heal from the past, heal from the past. Whatever's falling away, let it fall away, because we are connecting you with new people. We are guiding you to have new conversations, people who can help you break barriers in some way, whatever those mean to you. And this process is bringing in energies of motivation, inspiration, and courage. So there will be, as people are letting go of whatever doesn't serve them that is negative, that they can now reach more people and find the clarity they've been seeking. So there's a lot of clarity in relationships happening at this time. Some are having to let go of something you were just hoping forever would turn out in your favor. But I do want to close with this. In the relationship sector with another or others business-wise, we do have the bowl energies of plenty of material things. So as someone puts time and effort, right, cause and effect into what you enjoy doing day to day, as you start to see that something is good, it's good in the eyes of God as well. And that's what you're being guided to go forth and do and enjoy and create with, right? There are so many things people can create, but we've lost the ability to discover our purpose. You know, what is it that I really truly love? Who is my true self? What is my true, my truth in general? And what do I feel genuinely about when it comes to me? Right? People have lost their focus from themselves onto everything and everyone else. And that's when we get lost. And I literally have people that write me and say, I'm lost, you know, and it's a scary place to be. So anyway, creatively, the collective has the divine guidance energies, meaning that the ideas that people are recognizing in themselves, the ideas they are creating for themselves at this time, there is going to be help available. So if you want to learn something, if you want to teach something, if you want to do something, Spirit is helping for people to come together, to work together, to help each other, to create heaven-sent answers after a lot of obstacles in life. So Spirit is advising the collective to accept what is. Your ideas that you are receiving are going to lead you towards a path to success. As you have a conversation with others, there will be plenty of things regarding the material. If you're working on something that involves the media, right? I really feel like the internet is God blessed because it brings families together. It brings, you know, when you're living at a distance from relationships, like in my life, you get to see what your kids are doing. You get the first pictures, the first videos, you know, that never was. So accept the fact that Spirit is trying to guide us all into a path of confidence where we can discover what we were meant to create. Those whom are finding so much joy in that, and the rest of their lives are unfolding beautifully. So we do have, for clarification, despair. So again, when we go back and we look at in the relationship sector, we have lies and deceit or an unhealthy connection, circumstance, or situation. It's hard to accept what is, right? Like Spirit is saying. But Spirit is guiding you divinely, the collective, to recognize the ideas and creations they are meant to be focused on. And as people are freeing themselves from this stuff, despair, we have the crib energies of the birth of or conception of a child or an enterprise. So accept that Spirit is guiding you with your ideas, and your process of manifesting abundance and success is helping you to be freed from energies of despair. I feel like those who've been waiting to give birth, accept what has been, hand your worries of despair to Spirit, and ask Spirit to bless you with peace, joy, happiness, and a gift in the form of a child, because I think a child is being divinely blessed in the path of those who've been through many obstacles here. That is one perception of what I see. We'll continue. Thanks, Krista. Hi, Genevieve. Hello, bonjour. Back in a little bit. Thanks, Reva. Alessandra says hello to Genevieve. You guys rock. All right. So in your actions position collectively, see, Spirit saying take action day to day. It's about cause and effect. It's about time and effort. It's about trying one thing. And if it doesn't work, trying something else until you figure out this is who I was meant to be. This is my genuine self. Therefore, day to day in my actions position from here on out through the end of the year, I'm going to practice daily my skills until I am more confident or comfortable with who you are becoming. So there's like a realization happening here. If you're just starting out on new ideas, or if you are feeling close to something happening, yes. Daily practice leads to the rising above energies where you step into beauty and grace. You have created something, you know what you're creating and doing day to day. That peace, that, whether we like it or not, repetition is what humans enjoy deep down inside, whether or not we want to admit it. So daily practice is going to help for someone here to break barriers of not feeling confident. Okay, so when I clarified the actions position, again, we have the thief. But I think in this case, for some, what's happening is, again, we can't rise above and step into a divinely blessed path until we have completely let go of anyone or anything that causes energies of despair. We can do that by asking Spirit to lift that off us and to bless us and replace that with peace, joy, happiness, love, wealth, contentment, good health, if I didn't say that. So I do have to say, we've got the enemy here in the relationship sector, someone behaving stupidly, subconsciously. This person knows about that. Therefore, they are feeling, or this group of people, despair. Spirit's trying to guide the majority of these people to recognize their ideas are blessed and that they can indeed give birth to a person, place, circumstance, situation, environment, or business. But it's the energy of despair. And I say this all the time. It's all about energy. And I know it feels hard to change, but when you find yourself saying something negative to yourself, it's a time to really just say the opposite. Like my son was like, oh, now I have to go to California and do this and go there. And I said, think about it as a fun little journey. I'm traveling at this time in my life. I'm connecting with my friends. And then he kind of started to see things differently. When we do that, we shift into a more positive energy and enjoy the repetition of daily practice. That's what brings this beauty and grace. This is what also brings beauty and grace. There will be an increase in material wealth, and for others, deep spiritual growth. I've gotten on the other side of this addiction. I've gotten on the other side of a situation that didn't serve me. I left a business that I was unhappy in, and now I am accepting that the ideas I am feeling very motivated about or am working towards are divinely guided. They are gifts from the angels at this time. But I've got to free myself from the thief energies of what's stealing one's peace of mind, right? And they just kind of keep saying that. It's important to know that success comes as you connect with other people, remain open to those conversations, and maintain time management, a daily practice, putting an hour or two each evening or and writing, drawing, painting, and etc. So emotionally, see, we have detox time. There has been time to detox for some. There's just a little bit more time. Everything is divinely timed. And so it's time to detox. For some, we had discussions very recently about people feeling like they need to detox, people feeling like they need to exercise. Yes, now is the time to, you are emerging gracefully, and you're going to feel that if you continue to do something daily with confidence. And then the detoxification process, however you choose to exercise and etc. is like the calm before the blessing. So we kind of walked into the darkness before the light. And now it's like we are seeing, like the light is shining on the new path, the new doorway, the new opportunities. So yeah, detoxing, resting, and patiently stepping in to a fortune of sorts is what you need to trust in if you know what you're working on or towards. If you need help with that, we could talk about a list of the things you like to do and how you could do them differently than other people and how you could market them and enjoy it day to day. Even if it's just a hobby, the process is meant to ground you so that spirit can bring in some form of fortune, whatever fortune means to you. And then emotionally, we do have a lot of people with the hat energies. You're going to be playing a different role. For some of you, you are rising into a higher position than you had before. Things have been really shook up, and maybe some people who are making good money left their job because they didn't want to connect with others, or they went home to start their own business. A lot of this is going on, and it's scary to leave a business and step into your own. But if you recognize it as a gift, how do you know? You're going to feel more courageous. You're going to feel more motivated. You're going to feel more inspired. And you're going to be able to break these proverbial boundaries as you connect with others. Help is going to come through communication with another or others. And there's going to be the realization of plenty of material things or mental and emotional stability. The more grounded you are, the more you free yourself from what was stealing your peace of mind and caused despair. The quicker there's going to be an increase in this material wealth, where you change roles and you receive a fortune of sorts, and or where you give birth to a child when you didn't think you could. And for some, there's mistrust when it comes to partners at this time. But I think it's just sometimes when we focus on our own stuff, we kind of lose that connection for a little bit because we're so focused. So it's important to share your joy with others, but to also with relationships, we got to kind of get that back in balance. Yeah, because on the mind of most people who are reminiscing and these messages are resonating, we have the editor energy. So knowing subconsciously that if I connect with people, they will provide me with the help I need to get excited and motivated and courageous about a new road towards success. I'm going to seek out that information or help, knowing that with the doctor energies here, someone is going to help me to break barriers. And I'm going to have more confidence, or I'm going to break barriers when it comes to what I'm creating for myself. I'm going to teach others what comes naturally, or I'm going to learn something I always wanted to learn about or do, so I can turn around and tweak it and create my own abundance. And share it, okay? If you know what you're creating and it's a good thing and you've got a lot of it, and you now know that how it could affect whether it's how you teach or communicate with others, how you can share your gift, because the time is now. And when we share our gift, other human beings are like spirit's way of connecting, right? So we get input, we get feedback, and spirit's trying to kind of just make sure we're being guided and we're following and accepting what is, as opposed to what used to be. Because a lot of people are going to step into a higher, better path and are going to be playing a different role than they ever have in their life before. So subconsciously, we have listen to your heart. I trust the messages that I receive in my heart as I receive some sort of support. Therefore, I will wait. I will detox. I will exercise. And I know that slowly but surely, as I accept where Spirit's trying to guide me and apply daily practice, as I manage my time daily, that there will be an increase in material or spiritual growth. So we have in the day-to-day aspects position, a writer's group. So if you've ever wanted to write a book or write poetry or connect with people, start a blog, there are billions of things that we could do. So there's definitely a nudge here for the collective to get together, to communicate with others, things that are positive and good. Again, things that will motivate and inspire others. And therefore brings that courageous energy within you and the realization that others have helped you rise above. So we're all guided to lift each other up when it comes to our own unique journey. And if people don't lift you up, well, then they're not a gift from the angels. Okay. Now is the time to create or join a group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. Amen. Is that not what we're doing here? So, Spirit saying, receive from the angels, for the shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. Some of you are thinking about and or are recognizing within yourself that you have grown and matured, that you are now marriage, family, wife, mother material. And Spirit is guiding the situation regarding a child. If someone is behaving badly, know that you will emerge as you detox from what doesn't bring you confidence. Your authentic self is what a lot of people are realizing day to day. Now, we do have the grasshopper energy here with that card day to day. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So slowly but surely giving birth to something new as we do what in the relationship sector? Heal from the past, from anyone or anything that involved lies or deceit, and instead to reach more people in this world and to share your gifts via the media, internet, and etc. For there will be plenty of material things and the birth of something new that is an idea that is you are being guided to receive from the angels. It's going to lead us into different roles. Now, in the inner strength position, we have prosperity. This is pretty awesome. So the card says we're giving you the strength to realize that your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. That's diagonal too. You're on the road to success, and there will be an increase in material or spiritual wealth. And when they mention spiritual, it's like I am above where I used to be because I know who I am and what I want to create. I'm excited to manifest. Therefore, I trust that this is a gift from the universe because it inspires me, because it matches up with the integrity of who I am. All right, so we had prosperity. Spirit's giving you the strength to continue these actions day to day. It's diagonal from daily practice, time management. And to clarify that card in the inner strengths position, Spirit's saying we are giving you the strength to cultivate prosperity. So, set goals, meet goals, and then detox a little bit, knowing that eventually you're going to be playing a different role in your life that you have not before that will bring you some form of fortune. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. And guess what? I've seen the 8 of Wands quite a bit. I do feel like a surprise will come in for many, a surprise realization and a surprise understanding, maybe just a surprise shift in perspective, or the realization as you communicate with others that you are on the road to success and you are rising forward with grace and beauty because you practiced what you were working on daily, trusting that eventually you will get on the other side of the obstacles and receive this gift from the angels. So Spirit's giving someone here the strength to come into commitment, partnership, or contract where there will be prosperity. For some, maybe it was stealing your peace of mind. It's like you're trying to work on your finances, your career, your ideas, the things you are inspired about, and you start to question a relationship and it steals your peace of mind. So don't let that energy get in your way right now, because this is all about prosperity for the collective, right? Energy is spot on. Thank you, Krista. Woo! All right. Anybody want a personal reading, or should I go ahead and bring in the closing messages? So in a 3-card summary to my left with the Gateway Oracle deck, we have soaring into joy and making a difference. So we have to remember, how can I make a difference in the lives of others? How can I give them a thumbs up? How can I give them positive feedback? For as I give positive energies, inspiration, motivation to others, I will be making a positive difference in the collective energy. I will receive energies of motivation and inspiration. For I will be receiving communication, hearing messages from spirit via a conversation with another or others, realizing that what has resulted from a moment of pause is leading us towards exceeding our expectations. So in the thoughts and relation to others type energy here for confirmation, we have take action, continue to plant those seeds. Remember, Spirit's giving you the strength to cultivate prosperity from the seeds you are planting, to receive prosperity, and to allow yourself to be surprised, right? The universe wants to surprise us. And we always want to know the answers before we need to. So look at, by the next month, in the 3rd position of the 3-card spread, we have believe in the magic. For many are going to be coming into their power. Step into your power boldly and confidently and share with others your genuine soul. For Spirit is helping the collective manifest their dreams and then to savor in the pleasure, right? Take a bath, celebrate the fact that emotionally now, as you wear a new hat of sorts, that you are emerging into a very graceful, peaceful, and content journey. The collective who chooses to embark on an adventure will start to fly free, will start fresh. And on the bottom of the deck, they had revealing one's radiance. And the card says, my light illuminates the world. So we were all meant to be that famous singer, that famous actor, that famous painter, that famous electrical person. I don't know, whatever it's about. Oh, I saw a message over here to my left where we have falseness regarding a friend. Again, I'm feeling like somebody's trying to research the truth of another, and they're wasting their time because they're dealing with the soldier energy, someone who is just cold and closed off. We have some who are realizing that they brought upon themselves a situation involving children or something tied to their past or even their childhood. They want to journey into the direction of someone where they can become someone's sweetheart, but misfortunate energy is a warning that something with the death card is meant to end. And if you've been wondering about someone's faithfulness here with the dog, and you are spending more time by yourself than you are with another person, remember, collectively, it's time to realize who's been acting stupidly and not wait, but continue to move forward and follow the messages of your heart regarding your own personal journey. Because in a 3-card spread to my right, we have success with an exclamation mark. We have an agent or manager connecting out, communicating, learning, becoming one. Your work expands as you partner with a professional who can help you keep going. There will be happy news. Remember, it's important. I'm getting to help children at this time. There are many children on the street who are not eating, who are freezing cold. I know it locally. And with time management, stay true to yourself. Don't compromise when it comes to your ideas. Plan daily. As you pay attention to your dreams, you're going to realize collectively that certain blocks are going to be lifted, that your creative work will shine brightly and reflect your genuine thoughts, your genuine feelings. And you'll be able to let go of whatever or whoever is behaving in a silly way, because It's time for you to receive. So on the bottom of this deck, which is the Archangel Gabriel deck by Doreen Virtue, we have allow yourself to receive. Open your arms to welcome the blessings and answered prayers that God is sending to you now, right? And remember, day to day, we have messages coming from the angels. Accept these with great courage, motivation, inspiration, and the ability to break barriers when it comes to confidence regarding what you are creating. Because what we create at this time will grow and prosper out on into the future. It's just there's a discovery process, right? There's a discovery process of who we were meant to be, what we were meant to do. But if you pray to Spirit, eventually, see, in a 3-card summary with the tea leaf deck, we have money will come to you. The butterfly, right? A majority of people are transforming spiritually, realizing that I want to change for the better and I'm going to let go of what doesn't work. I'm going to fly and be free when it comes to how I'm going to create money in my life. And in the end, third position, we have the star, guaranteed success. All right. So Donna, thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so Donna says, I applied for 2 office manager jobs. One is a 45-minute drive and the other is close to home. Will I get one of those jobs? Okay, and you are very welcome. I'm just going to clear these cards before we get started. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, Angels, please clear these cards for the next reading. Thank you. Yep, it's time to free one's mind of anything that causes despair. Pray to Spirit, ask them to take it off of you. Ask them to replace those energies with peace, joy, and happiness. For there's a radiance within all of us that is meant to shine and be discovered. You're going to notice all kinds of brand new singers, country singers. You're going to notice all kinds of younger political people, people that have their head on straight. These young children have observed for a long period of time, and they're not dumb. They are very aware. You know, it took us our lifetime to get to the awareness that these kids have acknowledged by 10 years old. All right. So I got one more to clear here. Oh, yeah. And on the bottom of the Deviant Moon Tarot, we do have walking away from that which no longer fulfills us. Seeing the Queen of Swords quite a bit, having the strength to remain focused and balanced when it comes to goals and intentions. And we have the Tower, shocking realization that, oh my gosh, I don't have to carry the weight of this stress anymore in the area of home, family, or business. I will find my way out by focusing on what it is I'm passionate about, by connecting and working with others and realizing that I have manifested something magical in my life. Big things coming. Finally. All right. So, Donna, I'm going to use the Yes No deck, which is my Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to lay a spread for the 45-minute drive and the other close to home. One spread for each. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels for Donna, explaining these 2 options. Communicate clearly. Don't stop. So I'm assuming you may be communicating with the 45-minute job away, or you recently communicated with them. When it comes to the close to home, Spirit's saying don't stop. In the near future, something will transpire, but right now is not the time, meaning probably this week. As you are looking at the 45-minute away drive, in the foundation, Spirit is nudging you to choose a new direction. And yet the new direction says it's not the right time, but that's just like right now. So let's move forward. In the past, you waited quite a while maybe to find the 45-minute away drive. And now it's almost like as you let go for but a minute of worrying about the situation, the one close to home showed up. Within the next few months, the 45-minute away drive could work out. But Spirit's saying, give the closer one a chance in the near future. It may not happen again this week, or in maybe just not right now. Within the next few months, you may be contemplating taking action to go back towards the 45-minute drive one, because you haven't maybe heard from the one that is closer. This is in the next couple weeks. Spirit's saying the one that's at a distance, if you believe, there could be an offer within the next few months. In the meantime, when it comes to the one that is closer, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. In the hopes and fears position of the 45-minute drive, we have trust that within the next few months, you will be choosing a new direction. In the hopes and fears position regarding the one close to home, you may be feeling as though that one is unlikely. They're saying you're ready when it comes to the one that's a far away drive. You may be fearing by the next 2 to 3 weeks that the one close by is unlikely. So the situation will improve in the near future. They're saying if you trust and have faith in Spirit, if that's what you really want, pray specifically to Spirit for that, and to also ask for signs and synchronicities as to whether or not the situation will improve. I feel like it will, but if you think it's unlikely for the one close to you, then it may be unlikely. So Spirit's asking you to just trust in the angels, ask for signs, focus on something else. Be assertive. Yes, big changes. Recovery. Remain positive. No. Opportunity. Get more information. Success. Yes. Okay. I feel like you're going to receive an offer, though you may not be taking action. And well, it could be in the next week or two. It could be in the next 3 weeks to move into the direction of the one at a distance. And as you let go of worrying about the one that's close by, that situation starts to improve. So if you're offered the one at a distance, I would do that until, because then you're going to be able to compare some things here to get more information here. The situation will improve, but I think they're saying no to the close-up one right now. But that could change in the future. So take the one far away if that's offered first and give the other one some time. And then when that other offer, the one close to home, opens back up again, they're saying assert yourself and get more information. For at that point, you're going to see one opportunity, right? The first one in comparison to the second, and then can confidently make a decision. Interesting. So in a 3-card summary, they're saying let go. That means forget about it for a while, wait, and know that an opportunity will come. So I do feel like the one at a distance will come. Could be again by the 3rd week from now, and Spirit's saying it could be maybe the next year from now where the one closer to you shows back up. Within the next few weeks, yeah, you're going to feel like your health is better because you're not worried so much. So take your mind off it, hand it to Spirit, and say, please bless me when the time is right. Look at that. Trust in perfect timing. Spirit is listening to your prayers and are helping to help you make those prayers come manifest. So it's that moment of pause, like we talked about in the collective reading, a moment to, learn how to meditate, to stretch, to eat better, to wait and take your thought off of the situation, and then the abundance will come in. Yeah. So there you go. Totally makes sense. Good. Thank you, Donna. And I'm just going to clarify for you. Hi, Genie. And Genie says hello to everyone. I'm going to close with a message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. For Donna, please, overall energy, please, and messages regarding the energy surrounding Donna in the next 3-4 weeks. 9 of Action. And the card says, you've worked hard to create the things that you cherish in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments, health, hearth, and home. Rest assured that all these treasures and you are now being constantly protected by your angels. For a celebration is on its way. This is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties will fall away, and the light is at the end. The light at the end of the tunnel is a star that you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans regarding a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. And of course, right behind that, we have the 7 of Abundance, researching a new path, a new direction. And it says, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will indeed bring about a bountiful harvest. And that was in the collective as well. So it's a moment to review and contemplate your life before things get going again, right? Before things shift back into gear. Yahoo! Donna. All right. So should we close, or would you guys like me to do the month-to-month quick readings? Does anyone have any more questions? We're almost at 45 minutes to an hour, so we could keep it short. Genie, thank you so much for the donation. Whoop, whoop. Where is my path taking me? Wow, that is a common question these days. Yeah. Both my boys didn't know which direction they were going, and in this last week, they figured it all out. My daughter didn't know which path to take, and then something opened up for her, and she would have never chosen that, but she's excited. So I'm seeing these things happen. Let's talk about your own personal journey. I'm going to start out with the Lenormand deck by Ciro Marsetti, and I'm going to lay a circle spread. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless Genie with clearly defined messages regarding Genie's life path here on Earth at this time, on into and through the next 4 weeks. Okay, we had some cards jump here. So we have a building, an organization, a more financially abundant, secure, and stable situation. And we have the Moon. So we have confusion and illusion regarding a building, an organization, a more financially abundant, secure, and stable situation. Do you know what you are praying for? Do you know what you are putting time and effort into, that you want to manifest, that you want to create at this time because now is the time? Or have you just been kind of waiting and wondering? I have a lot of people that are like, I don't know which direction I'm going or which business I should work for. And I'm like, did you put the applications or CVs or resumes, whatever, in? And they were like, no, so it's time to make sure that day to day, you're taking those daily steps. You're putting your priorities at the top of your list, because that's the spiritual advice for now. Knowing that as you have hope regarding this building, this organization, a more financially abundant, secure, and stable situation, that wonderful things lie in the shadows. We also have you with this passionate energy. So I don't know if you're passionate about a person, place, circumstance, situation, environment, creative project, business idea. But Spirit's saying when there is a state of confusion, illusion, worry, fear, and etc., that now is the time to really figure out, what is it I'm passionate about? What is it I'm good at that I could, teach others on YouTube, where I could market what I'm creating, where I could guide others in some way. For the collective, it's all about putting that passionate energy into the mirror of who we are, to discover our genuine self, our soul purpose, and to get excited about God's will for us that we agreed upon. We have free will, but that sometimes could be the problem. So in the relationship sector of the circle spread, representing the next 2.5 weeks, we've got the clouds of confusion here. So we have, the sun shining through, seeing or discovering some form of understanding regarding, again, a building, an organization, a more financially abundant, secure, stable situation. As you connect out with others, I think you will start to get more passionate because of the feedback, right? So if you have stuff to sell or to market or what you've wanted to learn about, do, or teach, now's the time to write that down and to write down the action steps you're going to take day to day, where you're going to take those same hour or two each day to put your passionate energy into. For that's how you're going to discover the higher, better path, right? It's all about feeling inspired, courageous, and creative, and going after what comes from within at this time. So in the creative aspects position, you have the whip or the broom, wanting to kind of just sweep away from creating clarity. So in your actions position, Spirit's saying whatever action step you open your heart to right now in your life, you will and can very quickly and, through hard work, climb into a position of authority, be it a higher paying position somewhere through your actions or owning your own business. Now, it isn't an or situation. You can do both, right? We can go to work, and then in the evenings or weekends, we can create scarves. We could build birdhouses, and we can sell them all via the internet. So in the emotional aspects position, we do have the fox. Okay, so this is energies of sly and cunning behavior. These are energies of wanting to go away from opening your heart to becoming financially abundant, stable, secure, happy, and fulfilled. Wanting to almost like go back into the energies of the moon as you contemplate a building, an organization, a more financially abundant, secure, and stable situation. So in the subconscious position, Spirit's saying if you follow our advice in this video, and you put your passionate energy into finding clarity about your genuine self, who you were meant to be, who you were meant to be remembered for in this life, as you put that time and effort in and open your heart to a new path. It could be by the beginning of 2021, where you start to recognize that you are hop, skipping, and jumping into your truth, your clarity, the clarity of self, what it is you are passionate about day to day in your own personal journey. Because day to day, look at this, Spirit's watching the action steps you're taking, the time and effort you're putting in, and is listening to your prayers as to what you would like Spirit to help you make come manifest in the long run. For at some point here, if you open your heart to new ideas, goals, marketing a product, just creating something for yourself that fulfills you, that you're passionate about, you're going to start to recognize signs and synchronicities day to day that are going to bring you out of this confusion regarding a building, an organization, a class on the internet, teaching, learning. Now, in the inner strengths position, Spirit's giving you the strength to discover the truth about what you're passionate about that will eventually lead you to money. Money and stability. It's not about the money, though. It's about patience, contentment, and joy in what we're doing day to day. is what that path of peace, joy, and happiness is. Money is a result of one's efforts karmically. So, the more we put time and effort in, the more we receive on the other end. Yeah, so Spirit is saying, are you fearful with the snake of traveling or moving or creating new directions for yourself at this time? Are you worried about something in the area of home and family or business? Either way, Spirit's saying you are transforming. You will transform by setting goals and meeting goals in the area of home, family, and business. You may be waiting on someone that you're connecting with as you work on a creative idea. Maybe you're going to be thinking about someone who leads a class. Ooh, we have some form of passionate masculine and you feeling kind of stuck or trapped in your thoughts. Now, if you don't have the clarity you need, remember the fox energy showed up. So that's a little bit of a warning here. Your advice in the next couple of weeks is to definitely meet up with people, even if it's virtually, to meet up, to negotiate, to learn, or to market what it is you are good at. And in the meantime, when it comes to the future or partnering with others, continue to dig deeper with the magnifying glass and pray specifically with the wishing well energies as to how you can get beyond certain obstacles. So now's a good time to write down what obstacles are blocking me for the burden of success, money, stability, joy, happiness, and leading or owning your own business or doing what you enjoy, getting a better paying position. It all is going to come from freeing yourself and getting beyond the obstacles of the mountain. So write down, what are the obstacles that are blocking me from creating a path that I'm very passionate about? For the time for a new chapter is now. And before I even look down, look at this. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, continue to ground yourself with the tree energies, set goals and meet goals until you have this aha moment. It may take 5 to 7 different ideas before you realize what you have learned, who you were meant to be, who you are today, and now write out the outline for the chapter, the next chapter of your life in 2021. Look at this. 2 very spiritual cards. Spirit saying we are going to bring you signs and synchronicities regarding some form of wisdom, research, knowledge. It's through the obtaining of wisdom and knowledge whereby Spirit's going to bring you signs and synchronicities about which direction is the highest, best journey for you. So subconsciously, when you start to feel, I'm excited to move into this new direction, that's when you will know. So there's going to be, they're saying cross this bridge. Spirit's giving you this beautiful, magical, golden bridge to bridge yourself into the direction of filling out some form of communication, paperwork, signing on the dotted line. But if you are confused about what you are wishing for, Spirit's saying, we need more clarity. So continue throughout the next 2 to 3 weeks with these cards to pray to Spirit, especially that Spirit will guide you with the owl energies to text, talk, tweet, communicate, maybe with someone who's in a leadership position of sorts. Again, they may be teaching something and you are learning very easily, and then you can turn around and manifest your own solid foundation. Look at that. They're saying we want to guide you into the 4-leaf clover energy, a path whereby there is, it's meant to be. But the only thing that's blocking you from discovering this blessed and lucky journey is the maze energies of confusion. Which way do I go? Do I make a mistake? So you're going to have the strength in the creative aspects position of the whip or the broom. I would use that to sweep away from confusion, to know exactly what it is you are working towards. Roll a dice and take a risk on your soul purpose. You may be feeling by the first half of December, if you follow Spirit's advice in this video, that as you are taking a risk to see what your soul purpose, a soul connection, circumstance, or situation that's meant to be, is leading you away from worries and fears. Now, we do have playful energy here. I don't know if you're going to be meeting someone who has water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but there is going to be an aha moment here maybe by the 17th of December of 2020, where you actually look at a commitment, partnership, or contract, where you receive kind words, messages, flowers, feedback, a reason to celebrate, money regarding someone who is in a leadership position. So you're going to be looking at a new doorway, maybe by the 22nd of December of 2020. Should I or shouldn't I take this path? For there's a lot of anxiety with the mice, and Spirit saying absolutely. If you are shining brightly and it feels right, then move beyond the confusion of sly and cunning behaviors regarding maybe another or others. And eventually, you're going to recognize that what you were thinking about, what you were planning towards, is where Spirit's continuing to guide you. For in the end, Spirit's saying, we'll give you the strength to hang in there until this money, opportunity, idea, project, thought, plan, how it's all going to work out. Holy mackerel. So let's look at some spiritual advice to close with. I'm going to use the daily guidance from your Angels Oracle deck. Juanita, thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. All right. And thank you guys for the thumbs up. Let's clarify here. For Genie, please, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please clarify each position of this circle spread. Please bring guidance for Genie on into and through the next month. Yeah. So at this point in time, take your mind off of whatever is unfulfilling and see only love. Confusion and illusion. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings of others and see only love within each person, including yourself. We are all God's children in grown-up bodies, but we all feel the same, right? And in your thoughts, look at this. We have Cupid with this passionate feminine in the next couple weeks. Now, if this isn't romantically, this is passionately coming to the realization of what you love, seeing only love in yourself, sharing your love, helping others, and or doing something that you love creatively in the next couple weeks. Yes, so there is confusion, but the sun is starting to shine through and clarity comes as you continue to assert yourself in connection to another or others in the next 2 to 3 weeks. There's a lot of playful energy here, or you are trying to sweep away from this playful energy. Interesting. Again, open your heart and give, your kindness, which is love, without the expectation of anything in return. Give with an open heart as you communicate to others and try not to hold back. Because in your actions position, we have the release and surrender energies. We shower you with blessings of radiant love. So open your arms and release the challenges that you have been gripping tightly within your hands. Open your hands, your arms, and your heart to love and assistance. Open yourself to love and open your heart and your mind to some blessed path you are meant to discover within yourself, your soul purpose, what you were meant to be remembered here on earth for. Do not fear entrepreneurship, starting a business on the side, marketing a product, doing what you love. Do not sneak away from where Spirit is trying to guide you with the fox. For subconsciously, you are going to come into connections, relationships with another or others by around the first of the year. And as you assert yourself from now until then, see only love in others. Open your playful heart. Release and surrender challenges of the past and manifest connections with those whom either you can help, who can help you. But as you come into relationship with another or others, it could be around the beginning of the year where you start to realize, oh my gosh, Spirit was paying attention. And now divine timing has brought me into a path of play, a path of love, happiness, and joy, because I followed Spirit's advice when it comes to some form of entrepreneurial idea. And day to day, I'm going to realize that it's time to go away from trying to push away love and to instead go into the direction of new relationships and partnerships. People are all the same. Love is all the same across the board. It's just who loves me, who supports me. I think you're going to be feeling a lot of support if you follow Spirit's advice, and your heart chakra is going to, Spirit's giving you the strength to keep it open. In connection, maybe again with someone who has water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or keep your heart open to love and continue to assert yourself to playfully manifest your soul's purpose. For this process will help you as you take action to maybe become your own business owner. Your heart opens up and you can surrender what doesn't serve you, especially if it was fear regarding love or money. When we fear it, we darken our aura and we repel it from coming. But look at, we've got love and money in the inner strengths position by the beginning of the year. So work on your energy, decide what you desire, and start on that creative project is the advice. I don't know if you have been, or if you don't know what it is. Again, if you don't know what your purpose is, think about what it is you've always wanted to learn about or do. Go on YouTube, learn it, get the supplies, create it, and then share it with the world. Because people want to learn from another's wisdom. There will never be a human being here on earth who will know an existence of every animal, or who will be aware of all the blessings, every single thing that exists on this earth, because God, Spirit, whomever, has given us with plenty to play with and to discover. People just take advantage. We may discover mermaids, and then people are going to go, oh yeah, I saw a mermaid the other day, or yeah, a mermaid guy, that's just us. We can use our minds to create abundance, to create dreams, to create our reality. And if it's positive, Spirit is going to help with that. So that's a big message for Genie. It's also a big message collectively. Oops, let me go up here a little bit. You're welcome, Donna. Yes, I am. Liberty, hello, good evening. Watching here in Lebanon, and your husband. Love and blessings to you both. We have Estella. I don't know if Estella is trying to communicate. Now let's go down a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and get into Juanita's energies and Juanita's reading. Thank you again for I'm sorry, my computer is jumping all over the place. It is Juanita. Juanita wants to know, should I get trained in doing some semi-permanent eyebrow tattooing? Okay, I, for one, would be totally up for that. And I know a lot of people who would. So, absolutely. If that is what you're being drawn to do it. The world is open to whatever at this time. We are all almost being forced to realize that each of us is a star in our own way. And people take many lifetimes to finally discover that their purpose here was to go within and figure out how they could create something and share it with the world and bring healing to other human beings. So should I get trained? Let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm going to do the Yes, No deck by Doreen Virtue. This is the Angel Answers deck, and I'll do a quick Celtic spread, please, for Juanita. Dear Lord, Spirit guides and angels, for the next 3-4 weeks. So I think they're saying if you start now, a year from now, you will be manifesting great abundance. Beautiful. So in your thoughts position, have you been recognizing signs and synchronicities? Is that what brought you to this realization that permanent eyebrow tattooing is something you want to do? Continue to pray to Spirit for additional signs and synchronicities, because I do feel like Spirit's trying to bring you signs. Oh boy. Now in your foundation, you have no. So this tells me a couple things. The first thing I felt is that almost like you're saying no to yourself because you're unsure. Or Spirit's saying it won't start now. You can learn now, but a year from now, then you will be able to move forward. Because in the recent past, all the way up until now, Spirit is saying get more information. Get more information. For a year from now, you could become very successful. In the next couple weeks, there's something here about forgiveness. Maybe you're trying to organize how to do tattoo work, how you're going to connect with others in the midst of COVID, how you're going to maybe start your own brick and mortar, or how maybe you're going to travel to do this. So you're kind of getting the message of right now is the time to learn, but not to create until. A good thing you could do right now is to create a business plan as to how you would run your business day to day. You know, what calendars am I going to use? How am I going to set up an appointment? Are people going to meet me somewhere? Where should I, all that stuff, acting as if while you are getting more information. Boom, good. Because by the fourth week from now, in your inner strengths position, Spirit's saying we will be giving you the strength to recognize great success after maybe needing to forgive. Maybe yourself. I was blocking myself in some way. I didn't believe that I could manifest, but Spirit's saying in your actions position for the next 2 to 3 weeks to absolutely assert yourself with an exclamation mark. So we have 2 exclamation mark cards. Be assertive, for you will have the strength to manifest success by the 3rd or 4th week from now. Yeah, because in your hopes and fears position, you may be thinking that something is a better idea, something is a different idea. When we don't know if we should go towards one plan or another, we need to do both, so we can gain the experience and then see more clearly. And for some, we can do both, right? We can create a path to do that and a time when we can do the other thing and continue to do so until one of those things starts to grow and prosper before you. Wow. In the next month and a half, you will feel these energies of opportunity shining down upon you. You may be somehow forgiving someone because you didn't know how to market or where to go, or a class you signed up for wasn't ready yet, or some brief something. But Spirit's saying don't stop. For within the next few months, you will be choosing a new direction if you believe. There was something about coming to a peaceful resolution in relationship to another or others, for you will recover and be able to compromise. So maybe something, like I said, doesn't work out in the next couple of weeks as far as how I'm going to do this day to day, how I'm going to advertise day to day when I have more information. But success is coming. So Spirit's saying, reconsider things. If they don't work out, it's because Spirit is going to put obstacles in front of you to kind of block you from going into one direction and instead to go into a different direction. So we have, you are ready. There's no need to worry. Big happy changes, but it's up to you to spread your wings and fly. Do the work, right? Day to day, working on it day to day. Ask your angels. And then we have no with an exclamation mark. It's again, something is a no, and then watch for a sign because something else is a yes. So in the next couple of weeks, if you're unsure of something, forgive what isn't working out because it wasn't meant to, and know that there is indeed, and have hope that something better, which is an opportunity here, is in a different direction or through a different situation. So see, yes, there will be abundance. Remain positive, communicate clearly, and take action. Something will transpire within the next few weeks, I just saw. So it's a time of meditation. It's a time of saying to Spirit, I trust that these signs are you guiding me to do what I was meant to do. So I want to clarify these with the Gypsy Oracle deck. I like to use this deck because it helps to provide me with a person, place, circumstance, situation, environment, and so on a little more clearly. So please clarify and provide any spiritual guidance here for Juanita for the next 3-4 weeks. Wow. So you've got the young woman energies. That's someone who's been there. They did that. They experienced it. They learned it. And now they know exactly who they are and where they are headed. So Spirit's saying continue with this young woman energy of I am learning, but I know I am researching and I will figure out because I have evolved enough to become aware. Okay. There's like spiritual awakenness here for you. Look for a sign. You may be thinking about someone that you fear should not be trusted, or maybe you don't trust yourself. Yeah, negative thinking will cause energies of despair, period. That was a very clear message. So again, be clear with yourself about what you want, put it into action, learn what you need to do, fill out a business plan as to how you're going to run your business, how you're going to market your business, and have fun with it, right? It's about enjoying the journey of where you're starting out to where you will eventually be, right? You get two people who are old and they've been together for 50, 60 years, and they don't talk about a lot about day-to-day life. They go back to the journey that led them to what brought them together. So Spirit's saying enjoy the journey as you get more information. Now, in the past, you came to some form of realization that something was over, or Spirit was trying to tell you that if there was someone who wasn't being honest and true and they were causing energies of despair, that has ended and you have grown. And now in the next couple weeks, you have forgiveness. So you can free yourself from this prisoned energy. So don't get stuck or trapped if something doesn't work out. It's because it was not meant to. And Spirit's trying to say, continue to assert yourself. We want to bring you that playful, childlike energy. We want you to acknowledge your inner truth. We want you to find your genuine joy so we can bring you success. So we're giving you the strength to overstep stubborn energies because of situations involving another or others. I'm just going to say that. You may not even know who that is until the next 2 to 3 weeks. Either way, Spirit's saying have trust and faith that there's something better, that you are going to and you are determined to, with the faux energies, to come to connection with the right people, places, circumstance, situation in order to step into the path that is right, step into the path of opportunity. So by the 4th, 5th week from now, I do feel like you're going to be traveling towards another, or someone's going to be traveling towards you, even if this is metaphorically or virtually, towards some form of opportunity. I think you're journeying away from whoever you didn't feel you could trust or whatever didn't work out. And now you're glad because you are heading into the direction of an opportunity. Yeah. We have commitment, partnership, contract with a sweetheart energy, a partnership of sorts, and a death. Like I said, an ending and hopes for an offer, an opportunity will open up. In the meantime, just like we talked about collectively, as you connect with others, share, market, advertise, learn, and practice daily, you will create a fortune for yourself. Spirit will bring you into connection with others where you can help them, they can help you, and there is energy of love, peace, joy, and happiness. Yeah, you'll be able to let go of old energies of not being able to trust people, or even maybe yourself, or forgiving yourself for what caused despair in the past, because Spirit's saying we want to lead the collective and you into a very joyful energy, but we can't bring the negativity with. People are going to start to see you as someone who's learned a lot. And if you're worried about business, by the 3rd or 4th week, maybe 4th to 5th week from now, people are going to see that you have evolved and you have learned a lot, and you are starting to heal from those worries. Why? Because you've got the merchant energies of profit. Now with the priest and the peacock, this talks about ego. So what happens is we know what we want, we know where we're going, we're practicing it daily, and we're starting to feel really, really good. So we have to watch out for the ego. That's what naturally comes right after that. Spirit's going to give you the strength to kind of find that energy of contentment and peace so that you aren't overthinking the situation, but are instead communicating, messaging others, and celebrating cheerfulness. because of a service that you are providing. So absolutely. Everything we try, whether it is our journey, our path, our purpose or not, it is not wasted. It was a journey we were meant to walk in order to discover some form of knowledge that we needed in order to rise above where we have been. Again, doorways are closing and a lot of people are starting to recognize a new direction, a new path, and it's bringing contentment. It's freeing people. It's giving them the strength to forgive. So on the bottom of the deck for Juanita, the overall energy, look at waiting patiently with the 4 of emotions. So we have, there are wonderful people who wish to help you. And we saw that collectively. We need to go out and learn from others. And eventually, so we can teach others or so that we can create something daily that we enjoy. We need to not be afraid of those who want to help us, but to actually seek them out. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts that heaven is bestowing upon you. So look around you, exclamation mark. Be assertive when it comes to your success. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity, as long as you act upon those dreams. Perfect message. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's see. Estella, no? Akhtar, hello, hi. Riva, back. This sounds wonderful. Thank you for coming back, by the way. And Akhtar, Riva says hello to you. So for those of you who haven't been here before, this is a site where we lift each other up. We support one another. We just say hello and bring in positive energy, whether the world likes it or not. All right. So should I go into each month, each astrological sign and do a quick read, or should we go ahead and bring this to a close? And before we do, does anyone else have a question you would like answered? Transformation, healing, stubborn energy, hope, money, bringing upon new friends and connections regarding our gifts. Opportunities are opening up. Some have seen the doorway of where they're headed, and others, they're unsure if they want to step into it. It's all about positive and negative, right? If we think positively and pay attention to the signs and trust in prayer, beautiful things will transpire. But if we go backwards and we repeat unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles at this time, it's going to be a long 10 to 30 years. So let the angels give you the abundance that they want to bring in. Follow those ideas from Spirit. That Spirit is nudging people to discover within ourselves. For many are going to find those energies of a peaceful resolution by manifesting and working daily on what it is they want to create that truly fulfills them. And in the end, where they can share what fulfills them with the rest of the world. So trust collectively that all that is happening will improve. But we need to be positive. We need to have high hopes. We need to forgive. For many people are ready for a new type of success. And there's no need to worry as long as we are helping another or receiving help from others. What we think is unlikely, if we can continue to remain hopeful, many will be surprised as at the prosperity that results from letting go and forgiving in some way. Hi, Tamika. And Tamika says hello and blessings of love to all. You're welcome, Juanita. Right on target. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah. So I guess we could go ahead and close. Unless anyone has one last question, I'm going to close with an overall message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Overall message, especially for those whom have attended today, and spiritual guidance, please. Representing now into the next month. The helper of action. So the angels are coming in to help us to take action, to create something that fulfills us, to share it with the world, to allow that feedback so we can be guided into the path we were meant to go, a path of peace, joy, and happiness. Now is the time to discover that from within and eventually give it out and share it in the world. Many are doing so. We have new country singers, we have new dancers, we have new people writing programs of all sorts, doing what truly fulfills them, painting, drawing, writing. And we have enough people with 8 billion on the planet where through the internet, we can connect to the collective and receive the support of those soulmates that were meant to come in and lift you up. We need to lift up others, and in return, have faith that we too, in response karmically, will be lifted up beyond what we had expected. And the card says you're blessed with many wonderful things to do, right? Now's the time. You know, before tarot, I did oil painting, photography, pottery, poetry, essential oils. I wrote and illustrated a children's book and so on. And so I tried all these things and I enjoyed the journey of each until I found tarot, and tarot clicked for many, many, many reasons. And I do believe God and spirit sent me to do what I do day to day. And thank you again to those of you who support me from the bottom of my heart. It would be great if you could take the time to plan first. But for many, if you've been working on something, you probably are going to start to realize that you don't have the time that you had before, that things are speeding up. For many, again, there's going to be a surprise if you'll just hang in there. Spirit's giving you the strength to hang in there until the surprise comes. So get busy. Follow your instincts at this time and have fun! Exclamation mark. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. And that's what's about: helping, taking action, sharing with others, and discovering we are a star. However we choose to genuinely and with integrity share that with the world, that's when we will truly shine. And spirit is guiding people to discover these paths, to find contentment, and to come out of confusion regarding whichever situation it's been. So let me know as these doorways open how you've gone from confusion into the direction of I know now where I am headed, and I feel much more content than before. That is a sign of your new beginning and the path that spirit's trying to lead you. So thank you so much for you guys for stopping by. Thank you to those of you whom have liked, shared, and subscribed. Thank you so very, very much to those of you whom have donated to keep the channel up and running. Thank you to those of you whom have attended the live Zoomcast on Wednesdays at noon U.S. Central Time, and or today's live video podcast chat on YouTube. Thank you to those of you who come to me for month-to-month readings and then follow up with those emails to let me know exactly how these messages played out in your path and help to lift you up from maybe making a bad decision and or to finally discovering what you've been looking to find within yourself. I could go on and on. Take care and God bless.